land that airplane safely and not hurt anybody on the ground.
Suicidal mechanic stealing an aircraft from Seattle's SeaTac airport and crashing into the nearby Puget Sound.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to. I was kind of hoping that was going to be it, you know.
The NFL preseason has barely begun, and athletes are already renewing their protest during the national anthem.
President Trump tweeted that the players should find another way to protest, adding, stand proudly for your national anthem or be suspended without pay.
The week started with the U.S. imposing sanctions on Iran. It's ending with these crushing new tariffs on Turkey.
Sanctions can be a very effective tool in trying to bring various governments to the table.
If we're going to get serious about illegal immigration, we can't tolerate sanctuary cities.
Oh, what a morning.
Guess who's back from vacay?
Yeah, I was gone for a couple
you
weeks.
look
Nice
so
weather.
refreshed.
Italy will do that for you.
Were you in Italy?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Didn't you see his Instagram picture?
I did. You saw a few. Yeah.
I probably overdid
Jealous.
it.
A little bit. I was like, are you even vacationing or are you?
Well, I was missing you guys, but now I'm really going to miss you.
Nothing happened to Abby while you were on vacation.
Yeah, what's going on?
No, big news that we will talk about tomorrow, but this is our last weekend together, so we are going to make the most of it.
We have sound effects for you.
We do.
Only on this
We
show.
will have a big celebration as well tomorrow, but we have a lot of news breaking this morning. In fact, we begin with a Fox News alert. Terrifying moments as a stolen plane flew aimlessly in the air before crashing near Seattle.
Take a look at this video. An Alaska Airlines employee taking the aircraft from the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport.
That's where Dan Springer is live with what we know at this hour. Dan, good morning.
Well, Kyle, good morning. Abby, Pete, and Ed. It was 90 minutes of high drama and tension here in Seattle. At about 8 o'clock last night, a 29-year-old airline employee stole a commercial jet and flew it around the Puget Sound before crashing into a small island. Here at SeaTac, it was completely shut down. No planes were allowed to take off or land. The video is stunning. It shows the Q400 turboprop doing loops and flying low to the ground. The military quickly sent up 2 F-15 fighter jets to follow the plane and shoot it down if necessary. Those planes coming from Portland getting up here in 7 minutes. The man who stole the plane worked for Horizon Air as a ground service agent. He joked with air traffic controllers about his flying skills, even though he was not a pilot. He also made it clear he was suicidal.
Nah, I told you, I don't want to hear no one. I just want you to whisper sweet nothings into my ear. I got a lot of people that care about me, and it's going to disappoint them to hear that I did this.
Air traffic control tried to get the man to land the plane on water. The fighter jets did not shoot the plane down as it flew south of Seattle towards Tacoma and then south of Tacoma. An hour and a half after the plane took off, it crashed on a small island. Pierce County officials say this was not an act of terrorism.
There was no indication that he did this to threaten anybody. There's no indication of any kind of terrorist link or anything like that.
The crash happened on Ketron Island between Tacoma and Olympia. There are just a handful of houses there, but the plane went down in a wooded area and started a small wildfire, but no one on the ground was hurt. The man's name has not been released. We should hear more about that today. And also, there's been an investigation started by Horizon and also by airport officials on how exactly this guy was able to get into the plane and get on the runway and take off undetected. Guys, back to you.
Wow.
Thank you, Dan.
Remarkable story, Dan. We'll get it back to you throughout the morning.
Sort of breaking overnight, but at the end of that report there, an investigation, how this could happen. I mean, you think about the people that loved him and his family, of course, first of all there. But then how did someone, an employee of Alaskan Airlines, get in this plane? Did he say he flew for 90 minutes
that's
this?
Incredible.
And this is not a small jet. This is a massive passenger jet. And the video on social media that people started shooting with their phones where they saw this plane flying low over their backyards, over their homes. You can hear them talking to their kids. They're, Daddy, there's a plane. They think it's a small plane at first from the distance, and they say, wait, that's a jet. This is insane.
Yeah, because this is right near a Navy base. My brother lives close there. He is actually a Navy pilot, and so you can imagine, Pete, it's common. They see planes that are flying around, and they've got the Blue Angels that are there at times, and they're doing tricks. When it gets closer, you realize this is not a military plane.
Yeah, you don't usually see Alaska Airlines doing tricks. And not to make light of it. I mean, obviously this guy took his life, and it was a serious situation. Also reminds you that airport